Had someone informed me that at the age of 77, I would be required to reside in a nursing home for 2 months, I would have dismissed the notion with amusement. I never anticipated that such a circumstance would arise, certainly not at this stage in my life, yet life possesses an unforeseen capacity to surprise us, presenting vital lessons at the most unexpected moments. Initially, I assumed my stay would be brief, solely for rest and recuperation, but those 2 months profoundly altered my perspective on life and on what I believed I comprehended. During my time there, I encountered a multitude of individuals. Some had been residents for several years now, while certain people continued to receive visits from their families. Numerous others were left entirely alone. This reality prompted deep reflection regarding the way we live, the significance of connection, and the choices we make throughout life. Some have attained peace, but many dwell in regret. Through their narratives and many contemplative nights, I came to recognize that regardless of age, life continually presents difficulties and lessons. I now wish to share 7 lessons that I believe are relevant for everyone, irrespective of age, for inevitably all will grow older. And the question arises, how shall you live your life when that time arrives? Firstly, I discovered that loneliness is the most debilitating affliction one may experience in old age. It is easy to regard a nursing home as merely a facility offering medical care. Yet, in reality, the greatest struggle is seldom physical, but the pervasive sense of isolation. There exist individuals who do not receive any visitors for months, even years. Their children may be preoccupied, old friends have departed, and no matter how compassionate the staff may be, they cannot truly assume the role of family. The most poignant aspect of advancing years is the realization that life perseveres without you. I wish I had devoted more effort towards constructing enduring relationships, rather than merely striving after career advancement and financial gain. This stands as the most important lesson life has taught me. Meaningful relationships impart genuine fulfillment. Secondly, health emerges as an irreplaceable treasure, wholly unattainable through wealth. During my stay, I met once prosperous individuals, owners of vast estates and luxury items, who had traveled the world. Yet, as their health failed, they became entirely dependent, unable to eat unaided or move independently. Their once considerable fortunes were rendered useless. Money may procure many conveniences, yet it is powerless to restore one's health. If afforded the opportunity, I would have given far greater consideration to maintaining my physical well-being, exercising consistently, consuming nutritious food, and mitigating stress. Ultimately, regardless of your financial standing, the absence of health prevents one from enjoying life. Thirdly, it became plain that material possessions ultimately lose all significance. In the past, my home was filled with an array of furniture, clothing, and decorative objects collected over decades. Now, I occupy a modest room with only a scant selection of necessities, and those past possessions seem entirely forgettable. The things to which we dedicate our lives will in time become meaningless. What matter are the memories we cultivate and the companions on our journey? If given the chance, I would value the cultivation of lasting memories above the accumulation of material goods. Fourthly, independence is truly a priceless gift. Imagine existing in an environment where you once enjoyed absolute autonomy, then abruptly require assistance with the most rudimentary activities: dressing, eating, even visiting the lavatory. This is a reality for many residents here. If you are still able to move freely, think clearly, and manage your own affairs, do not take these abilities for granted. Appreciate them, for the loss of independence is among life's most profound afflictions. Fifthly, I have learned that genuine happiness is derived from life's simplest pleasures. I met an 85-year-old lady who exhibited an enduring and genuine smile. When I inquired about the secret of her happiness, she responded, "I do not dwell on what I have lost. I cherish what I still possess." This illustrated that happiness is not contingent upon grand achievements, but is firmly rooted in minor delights: a pleasant conversation, a comforting cup of tea, or the warmth of sunlight. Ceasing to search for happiness in far-off ambitions reveals it has always existed in life's simple moments. Sixthly, I observed that forgiveness brings true peace to one's soul. During my stay, I witnessed men residents holding on to resentments, be it against their children, friends, or even the departed. I noted that those burdened by bitterness suffered the most. Their animosities inflicted misery, but only upon themselves. One woman confided in me her deep regret at never having forgiven her sister during her lifetime. Her words resonated powerfully. I realized that harboring pain affects only oneself. Thus, I chose to forgive, not because others necessarily merit it, but because I deserve tranquility. Liberating myself from resentment felt akin to laying down a heavy burden. If there is someone you ought to forgive, consider doing so for your own serenity, not for theirs. In the end, pride fades. Only peace remains consequential. Seventhly, I recognize that each day is a precious gift. One morning, news reached us that a fellow resident had passed away peacefully in his sleep. He had spent the previous evening at dinner sharing cheerful memories, only to leave us that night. This served as a striking reminder of life's fragility. Regardless of our health or precautions, tomorrow is never guaranteed. We too often waste time fretting over hypothetical worries, agonizing over irreversible pasts, and neglecting invaluable moments. We frequently declare that we will do something one day, yet that day may never materialize until it is irrevocably late. The most profound lesson I have uncovered is to live wholeheartedly while one can. Do not wait for the ideal opportunity to embrace life. Such a moment is a myth. Act now. Express your affection to your loved ones. Prioritize creating memories rather than waiting idly. Treat every day as if it were your last. In the end, you will regret only the opportunities you allowed to pass. Though my time in the nursing home amounted to merely 2 months, the insights gained were considerable. Life is not quantified by its duration, but by the fullness with which we inhabit each moment. These moments are shaped not solely by grand events, but by the everyday decisions we make. Among the residents, there are those content and free from regret, having loved and lived with purpose, as well as those who lament not choosing a different path. For me, aging is not defined by the number of years remaining, but by the way in which each year is experienced. Old age no longer intimidates me. Rather, I fear squandering the time that remains. If these words reach you, let them serve as a timely reminder. Regardless of your current age, Do not defer, recognizing the value of health, relationships, and personal purpose. When all that endures are memories, you will wish you had amassed more. Life is fleeting. Live intentionally, love unreservedly, and cherish every single day.